Hey there everyone, Lord Frigid here with another episode of AR Mock Battles. In this series, I face off against the maps of some wonderful volunteers using the same methodology that I would against a real Aether Raid's offense battle. This means that in addition to the battle itself, you also get the planning phase where I plot out my approach for the map through at least the first enemy phase of AI aggression. The detail with which I plan my unit's actions depends on how precise I need to be to get things going in a timely fashion. And with that said, I've got a pretty solid 3 maps today, so let's get right into it. Alright, today's first map is going to be from Murph Wrath here. Let's take a look at the setup. We've got a bit of a box-looking setup with Cavalry Vanguard. Interesting to see the structure setup over here on the left side. I'll have to look at these skills first, see what I think about that afterward. La Rochelle, Swift Sparrow, Low Speed Res, Fortify Cavalry, Sturdy Blow, Spooky Sensor, No Assist Moonbow, sure. Tail to you, Swift Sparrow, Wings of Mercy, Drive Speed, Hardy Bearing, she's the team's Hardy Bearing user, though I guess Sith also has Cloud Mayugi. Tome of Thoron, No Assist, and Glimmer, sure. Mirabilis, Fort Def Res, Wings of Mercy, Close Guard, Guidance on that Mirabilis, huh? That's interesting. Flower V's, Whimsical Dream, and Aegis, not every day you see defensive specials. Titania, with Fort Def Res, Lunge, Panic Ploy, Deflect Melee, Hack-O-Lantern, No Assist, and Escutcheon, also a defensive special there. Oh, never mind. I was going to say, I question how useful damage mitigation is, especially on a green unit during Astra season, since Altina is a thing. But Hack-O-Lantern blocks her Twin Blades from charging up, so I guess it's not really that much of an issue. Mirabilis, again, with Fort Def Res, Wings of Mercy, Close Guard, Aerobatics this time, Flower of Ease, Whimsical Dream, and Pavis. Okay, 3 defensive specials. Don't see that every day. And finally, South, with Fury, Wings of Mercy, Distant Guard, Swift Sparrow, Cloud Mayugi, No Assist, and Luna. So nothing really super tricky necessarily with the Assist and Warp skills. And no Infantry Pulse or anything. It looks like this is actually a Lunge Trap, which is... It's kind of unusual. I haven't seen a Lunge Trap in ages and ages, so it's interesting to see one here. I wonder how effective it really is, though. I mean, you can just put somebody here, and she can't lunge onto that space. So, and then if you don't break this, what are they going to do? Okay, other options, let's see. I guess it shouldn't be that hard to just break this, what is that? Is that an L or a J? That's, if you turn that back right side up, that's a J. If you break this J-shaped structure set here, you can get at La Rochelle pretty easily. I don't know how easy it is to actually KO her. Maybe a bow would be able to do that. You could probably also break this Bright Shrine and try and take out Titania herself, but she does have that Fortify Cavalry buff, as long as it's not the first turn, and there's also the Distant Guard, so that might not be the easiest thing to do with, what is that? That's, oh gosh, that's what, 50, 61 defenses? Yikes. Okay, so that's, I wonder if, kind of wonder if Brunia could handle an attack on La Rochelle here. So La Rochelle has 47 speed, including that drive from Tail to You. 47, and of course she does reduce the enemy's speed by 3 points. So let's take a look at Brunia. Brunia has 38 plus 12 from her solo skills, and she doesn't get a buff, so -3 from the lull, total of 47. Actually, on this team, Tethys has Tamari and Phantom Res, which 54 versus La Rochelle's 49. That would actually affect her. So La Rochelle, actually, that's exactly enough to get her doubled. Wow. All right. Does she land a KO? She doesn't neutralize attack buffs. So Brunia could do, what is that? She has 60 attack with including Altina's bonus, +6 from the attack speed solo, +6 from the buff, and that's without Fimbulvator active. I don't know. I think Naga actually takes both of these. So, and then the infantry school is going to have to be destroyed to get at La Rochelle. So unless I do something funky like have Brunia here and Tethys here, break with Tethys, then attack with Brunia, which I guess isn't bad. That could work, actually. 72 attack minus, actually 73 because they're ally supported if she's there. Minus 49 res, because the distant guard is over on Soth, which does not affect La Rochelle. So that comes out to 23. So yeah, she'd actually need the Fimbulvator, but again, that can be arranged relatively easily, actually. Huh, that's curious. Then I just need to make sure that, no, Teltiu attacks Brunia. At this point, she's taken a counterattack from La Rochelle, so she's definitely under 100% HP, so she does have Fimbulvator. And Teltiu does not neutralize speed buffs, although she might not even have one, because Altina's got Speed Tactic. I had to give up the Speed Tactic seal to put Phantom Res on there. Oh, but of course she's also affected by the Tamari, so that's why I was comfortable with doing that. That was my rationale, actually. I'm okay with removing Speed Tactic because Tamari kind of makes up for it. So that is what? 46 speed. 46 speed. Yeah, no, Brunia doubles that. Okay. So I could do that. I also kind of want to explore the Dragon Wagon team a little bit more, because that team, I would prefer to use that when faced with this map during an actual Aether Raids battle, just because this team scores higher. So, I mean, I can just stick Sothis on this tree, right? What's that matchup look like, actually? You have 45 attack. I don't, do you deal damage to Sothis? Subtract out Sothis' defense of 37, 37 with Naga's bonus, 42 with Snow's Grace, and Idun is actually carrying Ward Armor, so no, you don't deal damage to her. And La Rochelle's forced to attack. She's dead to Quick Riposte. I don't know how much damage she deals, but no, she's definitely dead. I guess it couldn't hurt to check. So what is that? That's plus 10 to attack, so 63 times 0.8 for triangle disadvantage, 51 effective minus Sothis' res. Sothis' res is pretty huge. 45, 49, 51. Oh, wow. She doesn't take damage from La Rochelle either. Huh. Curious. Assuming I've done that math right, I'm pretty sure that was right. La Rochelle had 51 effective attack, and Sothis is 45 with Snow's Grace, plus 6. Yeah, 6 from Armor March and Ally Support. So that could work. And then Teltiu and Soth are forced to move because they have no assists, and they get refreshed. And Sothis just kills them. Pretty sure that works, right? You have 51 speed relative to Sothis's. Oh, wait, she has 51 with just Snow's Grace. Don't even need to factor in Spur Attack speed and ally support. Okay, sure. So you get a double. You get a double on her naturally, and if you can't double her, then you have no chance. And of course, you neutralize Dragon effectiveness. So I think that's probably my best plan. So I can get that going. Could I do that? Could I do that turn 1? And actually, I wonder. I maybe could. I'd have to do, what's this? I just break this. So, I mean, Idun Soth is here, definitely. Then, oh, actually, let's take a look. If I do move Idun, break with Sothis, and then smite with Naga, do I have a way to get Idun up here, though, is my question. I don't think I do. Not unless I can get some sort of weird reposition chain going, but I don't think I can do that. No, not with that kind of spacing. What if I go break with Idun, then reposition with, reposition with somebody, and then have a reposition with Naga here, then she smites Idun up. So that's actually a turn 1 initiation. I like that. And then I just have to figure out how to take out you, because you're on a defense tile, and how much damage does Sothis deal to you? So I mean, after the first turn, La Rochelle's going to be gone, so no more Fortify Cavalry. So Sothis would deal, what is that? That's 58, 61, 63 when adjacent to Idun. Sorry, 66 because I forgot about Altina's bonus. No triangle advantage, and then subtract out Titania's res stat of 51, effectively multiplied by 1.3 by being on the defense tile. So, oh, you don't deal damage. Yikes. Well, without serious. You do get the full measure of serious damage, because that's an exact 0 from the attack minus res calc. So, what did I say your speed was? It's 56, I think? So just because I recall that the spur and ally support bonuses would have made it enough to exactly double tile to you even without the quick riposte. So times 0.3, right? Okay. Sometimes I confuse serious with open the future and their scalings. So 16 damage. Okay, that's respectable actually. I mean, she would go down, and she's out of the range of the healing tower, which is here. That should be fine. Might take a bit, but it'll be fine. Let's go ahead and go in with this team then. What did I say? I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah? Maybe? Question mark? I think it was this, and then that, and then this, that, and that. Hit and turn. So Titania can't actually lunge onto that forest tile, so Sothis is going to stay just where she is. Alright, that's an 8. That's kind of annoying, but oh well. Panic Smoke, but whatever. I don't have field buffs active anyway. And Soth goes down to the quick riposte. Tail 2 should move next. Then I kind of have to decide. I wonder if Idun has a better... If Idun would do better against Titania here. What is this, actually? This is 58, 60 effectively. Sorry, 60 times 1.2 for triangle advantage, 72 effective attack, subtract out her res, currently 57, effectively multiplied by 1.3 by the defense tile, so she doesn't deal damage. That's actually really sad. And Hack-O-Lantern's going to stop her Aether charge, so maybe I'm better off just kind of leaving Sothis here. But then how do I mean... I want to have a little bit more attack surface, so let me go ahead and... Actually, I think I will. Let me do this. That will expose an extra space, since Titania can only get refreshed from one location at a time, and move my other units over this way. So, let's see how these guys end up moving. Okay, that's actually some pretty decent damage. 11 per enemy phase is fine, and that's actually going to be more now that the buff is gone. So let's see. Okay, that's pretty respectable. Let's get a hit off on you, I guess. Even 1 damage is going to be useful. And of course, the other big thing about Idun being the person taking the attacks is that, well, actually, I was going to say that she doesn't get hit by Mirabilis' sword quite so badly because she neutralizes penalties, but she still does have the panic status, so which does still trigger it. So, oh well. She actually can one-shot with this Aether here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, just get her out of the way, because I know Sothis isn't going to die to the Mirabilis'. And now I can actually do this, right? Because I'm very protected by this kind of structure and unit wall. So got a bit of a two unit choke point going here, and my armor with triangle disadvantage is sitting pretty on the defense tile. And Idun, oh, actually, I could probably finish this here since Idun's got her Aether fully charged. Yeah, that's definitely a KO. So let me go ahead and break the Aether structures and take out Mirabilis. So that was a pretty interesting map. I like the idea of the lunge trap. It's, as I said, it's been quite some time since I've actually seen a proper lunge trap. But I do think that this is a pretty significant weakness, especially in combination with this being here. So, I don't know. I'm not sure if this not being here has proved a problem in the past, but from what I can tell, having it be there is more problematic in my opinion. It kind of prevents her from, well, I don't know. I'm not even sure she would choose to go around unless she saw a KO somewhere, since from my observation, the AI does like to attack from defense tiles. Although I suppose if she finds a better target, then maybe she'd move off it. I don't know, but it's a pretty interesting map. Thank you very much for sharing, and let's go ahead and get on to the next one. Today's second map belongs to FEH. Let's go ahead and take a look at the setup here, if it'll actually load. Come on, I know you can do it, game. I believe. Okay, so we have Berkut with Fort Def Res, Wings of Mercy, Infantry Pulse, ew, Drive Attack, Verdandi, Dance, and Bonfire. Racin with Fury, Wings of Mercy, Ground Orders, Aerobatics, Heron Wings, Sing, Moonbow, starting to look like a rally trap setup. Here it is Lysithea with Deathblow 4, Special Spiral, Times Pulse, Hardy Bearing, she's a Hardy Bearing user, alright. Hades Omega, Rally Speed, there it is, and Draconic Aura. Okay, Draconic Aura is not a 2-charge special, so there could be some Pulse Smoke action coming this way. So we've got Brave Ike next. He has Distant Counter, Mystic Boost, Attack Smoke, Quick Riposte, Irvin Swap, and Bonfire. Followed by Flashing Blade 4, Killing Intent, Panic Smoke, Swift Sparrow, Efinger, No Assist, and Luna Seer. And finally, Eliwood has Attack Speed Push 4, Lull Speed Def, Speed Smoke, Quicken Pulse, Blazing Durandal, Rally Resistance, and Gale Force. Okay, so this is quite the rally trap. I am guessing that the goal is to punish somebody who tries to bait from the edge of the unit's range here, which currently at the outset is only Ike and Thrasier. Basically punish that by having a rally set up. I'm guessing it's set up so Lysithea comes out here first, then Racin probably warps in here, and then I guess the structure setup kind of forces Eliwood to come out in front of Ike, maybe? And then Berkut can warp? Or, I don't know. Maybe he just goes for Thrasier too. I guess this would be the most threatening thing, I would think. So that would be my assumption. One thing I do notice is that if you break this Aether Amphore, this space becomes targetable as long as you don't have a tactics room here or something. So I could maybe get some headway out of putting Brunia here, because there's only one infantry pulse, so Thrasier doesn't have her special charge. Lysithea does, but she's also red, so maybe Brunia can actually take a Draconic Aura. I'd have to run those numbers. Let's see. What would happen if I did that? Well, Lysithea can't attack at the outset, so Thrasier can, so I'm thinking she rallies Thrasier. And then she's going to get refreshed by a Racin. After that, Eliwood is going to rally one of the two. If he rallies Lysithea, he'd actually have to do it from here, which blocks the space that the mages attack from. But Berkut has the Ground Orders buff on him, so he can actually warp to Racin to refresh, and then Eliwood would be able to attack this space. But I mean, it's Brunia. Come on, that should be fine. And then I think that's probably what happens. So can Brunia handle that? Can Brunia handle all of it? That's 56 attack on Lysithea, plus, what is it, 18 between Deathblow and her Hades Omega buffs for having Draconic Aura already. Total of 74 attack before Triangle Effectiveness. So Brunia has Triangle Advantage, so multiply that by 0.8, so 60 effective attack, plus 74 times 0.3 for Draconic Aura damage, comes out to a total of 82. Then Brunia's resistance is, where'd you go? Here you are. Hello, you have 44 res, unless you, plus 6, plus Fimbulvetter if you have it. Do you have it? There wasn't any chill res, I don't think. So maybe not. I think Naga does take both of these, I believe. I actually could force her to take Bright Shrine, since this is a setup that can be executed turn 1, and that's simple enough to get both attack tactic and speed tactic off, which I believe does put her attack and speed total above Naga's, so she will be able to take that Bright Shrine, so that'd be good, actually. That'd be really good. So let me see. That is total of 54, 55 if Tethys is within 2 spaces. That's fine. 55. I mean, it hurts. It's at 27 still, but I mean, that's not even half her HP. So, and then Thesir. Is Thesir faster than her? I feel like she's not. Hold on. Actually, I should check this too, because Lysithea has 42. Oh no, Brunia doubles that. Okay, and then Thesir would have the rally speed on her, which comes out to but she can attack directly from her location, so she's not going to get her Tamari debuff refreshed off of her. So she's going to be at 40 plus, what is that? 4, 8, and 12. So 52 minus 5, 47. Yeah, no, that's not enough for Flashing Blade. I'm pretty sure Brunia actually just doubles that straight up, because she doesn't neutralize speed buffs, and Brunia then has plus 22 from Fimbulvator, and then buff solo, then the double solo. Plus 18, yeah, plus 19 with the ally support. So that should be fine. And then Eliwood, 47, 54 attack, compared to Brunia's... Oh wait, 54 attack, then 0.8 for triangle advantage, 44 effective. Subtract out Brunia's defense of... What did I say? What is this? That's 32, 36, 37. 7. So she takes a 7 from Eliwood, a 27 from Lysithea, and I actually didn't check to see how much the Seer did. So far we're at 34 damage so far. Plus I guess there's a soul in, wait, is there a soul in there? She might one-shot Lysithea actually. Since there's no, well actually there's one defensive mythic. Is her HP really that low? Oh no, she's just Dark Blessed, okay. Wasn't expecting that. So, let's see here. So 45 plus, oh wait, no, so sorry, 40 after Tamari, then plus 8 for E-Fingers with Sparrow. 48, triangle advantage of 1.2, 57 effective. Subtract out Brunia's res of, I forget what I said it was already. Gosh darn it, 54, 55. Haha, 2. Okay, so that's not really a problem. So I think that's my plan. Other things you could probably do, you could probably break this, but then not engage in it immediately, and then just smite somebody up here and snipe Eliwood. And in my case, Brunia would apply Pulse Smoke to that, which reduces Lysithea's, with her Draconic Aura charge to not charged, or to its state of 2, I guess. 2? Wait, I'm confused. No, to 1, because it is fully charged after times Pulse Infantry Pulse. Okay. Brain is in a fog right now. Hopefully that doesn't affect my ability to plan here. So let's see here. After that, she does get hit by Tamari, so she would have, what is that, 51 attack. I'm wondering if that actually prevents her from attacking immediately. Because if she does not deal at least 5 damage, she will opt to rally instead. So she would be at 51 plus, what, 12 from initiating, and then Death Blow 4. So times 0.8 comes out to 51. Yeah, Brunia, she doesn't really deal damage to Brunia with in that scenario. So she would choose to rally Thesir, and then she'd get refreshed by Rayson, so that's 1 refresh down. And then the other one maybe goes to Brave Ike, but I don't think he can kill her. Even with Brunia in the corner, and then I don't know. I'd have to look at the numbers, but I think it should be possible to take him out with some combination of Micaiah and Altina, just sniping him over the wall or running up and just hitting him in the face. Okay, let's see. I think that's the plan. Or actually, another option would even be to have Altina here after sniping Eliwood. That way, she would draw the attention of some of these units instead of Brunia. That would probably work. I'm gonna try the approach where I break this Aether Amphore, and we'll see how that goes. So, let's take a look. Let me go ahead and move my units around here. This should be fun. I want Tethys down here in the corner, and she'll stay there so she can provide the ally support bonus. Yeah, let's do this. So, break the Aether Amphore, and then just move Micaiah back, because I am expecting Eliwood to, I'm expecting something like this. Lysithea comes out and rallies, gets refreshed. Eliwood comes out and rallies, gets refreshed. Eliwood attacks, because, hey, why not? And then that's why I don't want anybody in this area. So, this is actually fine. Let me just go ahead and break a couple things. Hit and turn. So Lysithea rallies as expected. Eliwood rallies from there. He just goes for Thracier. And now he's rallied Lysithea. Shoot! The plan was flawed. Okay, let's see. How do I deal with this now? It actually shouldn't be horrible. Hold on. I think I can do this. Yes. Can I also do this? Also yes. So that is probably necessary. And then after that, that leaves Brunia here in range of Ike. And Lysithea's here. She has... Oh, that's abusable. That's really abusable. She has a rally. So if I just reposition Brunia out with Micaiah, Ike here is going to be in Micaiah's range. So he is threatened. Thus, Lysithea will rally Ike. So she will consume Raisin's Refresh, which means Ike advances, and I guess Lysithea advances as well, without being able to actually attack. So I can just pick these two off right now.
Of course.
And then on the next turn, I'll pick off Ike and Lysithea. So that should be fine. Hit end turn again. So I am expecting a rally to come out of Lysithea, and then Raisin will refresh her. And then both of the two should advance. Berkut, he does advance as well, but he can't actually, he wasn't in range to refresh anything. Now I need to figure out how I want to deal with this man. He hits really hard. Wait, 12? Hold on. Let's see. So can I do this? I can do that. That's fine. And then I could maybe even just do some weird kind of repositioning shenanigans. How about you? Okay, Tethys actually kills you. That's kind of funny. So, I wonder if I activated Dominance here, what would that do? So because he has Tamari debuffs, so that's actually a pretty big damage swing right there between -7 res and plus, what is that? That's 14 plus 24 damage on top of -7 res. That might be enough to get through that extra little 12 there. Well, I mean, I would calculate it, but I'm honestly not going to need Dominance or anything else, so yeah.
Certainly.
Oop.
A little nervous
Oh,
here.
wow, yeah, you die. So that's Ike down, and then also Lysithea down, and Raisin's going to transform, so let him,
You have my trust.
because Altina can definitely take him, and finish that there. And then after Raisin goes down to Altina, I will be able to break the Aether Fountain with her, and then figure something out for dealing with Berkut. So let's go ahead and do that. And then that? Do I want to do that?
Nervous here.
Maybe. Yes, there we go. Perfect. That ought to do the trick. So that was a pretty interesting map. I like the rally trap setup. I do wonder if there's anything... Oh, come on. He's on the second page, I believe. Where'd you go? There you are. I do wonder if there's anything you could do about removing this, the ability to destroy this and then have this space be targetable. I'm not really certain. I mean, I guess really just about the only thing would be moving this guy down here, but that opens up, that could open up some other issues as far as accessing this kind of inner area. So I don't know, up to you. That's just some thoughts. Oh, and I guess really, other than that, the only recommendation I would have is the Anima Blessings on these three, if you can. I don't know. I have a lot of Anima Blessings for some reason, but if you wanted to switch them back to, actually Dark might be fine too. Light though, light could get weird, depending on how many units you've given Light Blessings already. So that's that map. Let's go ahead and move on to number 3. Alright, the final map for this batch is Chino's, so let's take a look at the setup here. Wow, that's almost certainly a rally trap. Okay, so Ophelia, Fury, Wings of Mercy, Infantry Pulse, and Death Blow, along with Mistletoe, No Assist, and Dragon Fang. Mirabilis with Fort Def Res, Wings of Mercy, Ground Orders as expected, Aerobatics also as expected, Flower of Ease, Whimsical Dream, Moonbow. Ephraim has Fury, Lull, Attack Def, Drive Def, and Speed Resbond with Red and Lay, Shove, and Glimmer. Shove, huh, that's curious. Lysithea has Sturdy Impact, Lull, Speed Res, Times Pulse, Hardy Bearing, there's the Hardy Bearing, Hades Omega, Rally Resistance as expected, and Dragon Fang. So, Ninian with HP plus 5, Guard, Infantry Pulse, Drive Speed, Light Breath, Dance, Sacred Cowl, and finally Leith with Fury, Lull, Speed, Def, Attack, Smoke, whatever this is. Speed, HP Speed 2, basically. Guardian Fang, No Assist, and Glimmer. So this is definitely a rally trap setup meant to punish bait attempts from this location, or maybe this location, by having Lysithea come out with the Dragon Fang, or with the Rally Resistance, sorry, and then probably Mirabilis warping in to refresh her, then Lysithea can go and unleash her Dragon Fang upon the enemy. So, as far as actually dealing with it, this looks like a prime Pulse Smoke target, honestly. He does neutralize attack bonuses, but let me take a quick look. Brunya... Actually, I know what Brunya's attack stat is. Why am I even bothering? Brunya has 60 attack with Altina's bonus, and wow, this loading screen's taking a while. And then attack speed solo brings her up to 66, but the lull cuts her down to 63. Subtract Ephraim's res of 35, right? There's nothing boosts him. She doesn't have any negative status effects, so because she neutralizes penalties, Flower of Ease isn't going to do anything. So minus 35, 228 actually does kill him. Then there's the question of how do you proceed after that. I would be worried about Leith coming over for the follow-up. Except I guess maybe not, because I could just place Altina at the edge of her range, force her to come down and attack her, and then her Twin Blades is just going to cut right through Guardian Fang's mitigation. So maybe that's not so much of an issue. Of course, that would possibly trip the rally trap unless I can force Lysithea to attack. And can I? I don't know. She'd have to deal at least 5 damage, and dealing 5 damage to Brunya as a red unit, and she's affected by Tamari, that's not exactly the easiest thing to do. So let's take a look-see. She has 57, 52 attack after Tamari debuffs. Plus, she does not get 18 total. She gets, what is that, just 10, right? 4 from initiating combat and 6 from sturdy impact. So total of 10, so 62 times 0.8 for triangle disadvantage. Comes out to 50 effective attack. 50 effective attack, and her res is 50 with speed res solo, 54 with Fimbulvator, 55 if she's in range, within 2 spaces of Tethys. So, oh wait, that's actually 3 less. 3 less on all counts because of the lull. Forgot about that. So maybe if I can get rid of this solo, if I can make that solo inactive, then actually, since she's at full HP, I'm not even sure there wasn't any chill res or anything. Bright Shrine, Naga takes both of these unless she has both the attack and speed tactic buffs, but Altina's got the speed tactic and she's all the way over here. So I'm thinking she probably doesn't have that unless I do some convoluted smite movement thing. Which, why would I want to when it looks like maybe not getting a debuff is the way to go. Hold on. Alrighty, so without the solo and without Fimbulvator, you're at 41. So then you do take 9 damage from Lysithea. So heck, even if Fimbulvator were active, that would still be 5 damage and Lysithea would be forced to attack. Huh. That's pretty neat. So, since Altina is literally a one-woman army on the right-hand side, I could devote all the rest of my resources to just making sure that Brunya is adjacent to somebody at the end of the player phase. So that would be what? Brunya attacks, Tethys refreshes, reposition Tethys, and then move Brunya down, or actually maybe to the left, just so she's not anywhere near Tethys. Make sure she doesn't get that ally support, because if Fimbulvator is active, but Tethys is not near her, that's still the 5 damage. And then put Naga adjacent to her or something. I don't know. That could work. That could work. Let's see. Or I could, I mean, I guess even to ensure it, I could just break the Bright Shrine. It is after all right there. So oh wait, does she actually KO these two? Hold on. One other thing I need to check. Lysithea might be one-shot, actually, since she doesn't neutralize attack buffs. Brunia would be at, what did I say? She was 66 with the buff, or with the solo, and 72 with the buff, times 1.2 for triangle advantage, 86 effective, subtract out 29 res, 57, yep, she dies. Okay, and Ophelia, she probably doesn't get one-shot. However, wait, Brunia has 38 speed, doesn't she? She does. So after Tamari, which Ophelia definitely is affected by, yeah, 32 res, Brunia doubles her as long as there's not any weird speed boosting things, and there aren't. Well, she has drive speed, but Ophelia has to move 2 spaces to attack Brunia, so that's not an issue. Huh. So she actually would be able to handle that. That is... And then the refreshers just kind of advance. Ninian might go this way, actually, towards Altina, but maybe not, because Altina's res is monstrous. And it'd even be even more monstrous after taking the attack from Leith because she has Brazen attack res. I don't know. That's one option, I think. Another option for this map that I'm noticing now is I could actually do this team, right, for this setup. Because I can have Edelgard just punt her up the left-hand side after breaking these structures, and she can run through Ephraim, then Lysithea, then walk back over to the corner here to take on Ophelia. Mirabilis can't kill her. Ninian can't reach her or refresh Mirabilis. And then on the left, or right side, I can do the same thing with Altina. You know, I think that works. Or maybe, can Eliwood Gale Force through Leith? I feel like he either doesn't double her or just outright one-shots her. Although, actually, it's just Ninian. One-shotting her one-shotting Leith and not activating Gale Force wouldn't necessarily be bad. Except then I'd have to have Eliwood fight Ninian. That's not nice. I'll do it if I have to. Let's see. Eliwood has 61 attack when initiating, as long as he doesn't have an attack buff. That should be pretty easy to arrange. 61 attack, so times 1.2. He has 73 attack when initiating combat. 70... Oh, shoot, I missed Altina's bonus. Sorry. 64 times 1.2 comes out to 76 attack, effectively, with triangle advantage. And Leith's defense is 30. 30, nothing else boosting her. She might get mitigation if Eliwood isn't faster. I actually don't know. So she has 30 defense. She doesn't have 30 defense. What am I talking about? Eliwood has low speed def. She has 27 defense. 49. Oh, you're kidding. Okay. Does she get mitigation? Let's see. Eliwood has... he doesn't get a speed buff, so even if he's near Altina at the outset, say if she repositions him in to give him the range he needs to get to her, then he's sitting on, what is this, plus 14? Plus 14 for a total of, I swear I can math, 53. 53, and then he cuts her speed by 3, and she's actually afflicted by Tamari as well, so she's sitting on... Oh wait, I didn't factor in Leith's low speed def. So she has 50 minus 8, basically, so 42. So yeah, she's actually 8 points slower, so she does get one shot. I mean, either way, I could either do the Altina thing, or I could just do the Eliwood thing. I prefer to do the Altina thing. So, for variety's sake, I think I'm actually going to go with that. I mean, they're both performance-focused raiding parties anyway, so congratulations on forcing me into doing that. That's a mini victory in itself, if you ask me. Let's see. Break some things like this, and that, and that, and this. Smite you? That's probably fine. Then, on the next turn, I can do this, break that, move you down, and then reposition you further out, because I do want Tethys to break the Bright Shrine, clear that space up. And then I can have, well actually, exactly what I was describing. Tethys breaks Bright Shrine. I kind of wish... Actually, I can do this. So 1 and 2. Unfortunately, Naga doesn't have reposition, so I'm going to need to take one more turn of setup, just so I can make sure Armored Stride is active, but this is no problem. So...
Think about it.
that ought to do the trick. Oh, except I didn't hit end turn. Okie dokes. So... now I can kick things off by smiting Edelgard up 2 spaces. She should be able to 2HKO Ephraim. Then she 2HKOs Lysithea, and then moves back for a 1HKO on Ophelia. That's fine.
Of course.
And then I can even do this and bump you up, and then put Altina here to take on Leith, and have Eliwood waiting in the wings for the follow-up on Mirabilis and Ninian. Mirabilis didn't double her? Are you serious? Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, she gets affected by Tamari. Oh, because of the... Phantom Res, I like you. Let's see, so that's actually kind of depressing. So, Altina can break the Aether Amphore. Can you actually? You can. Alright, cool. So, and then Edelgard, I'll just have Edelgard finish the map. Alright, so that was pretty neat. The rally trap, it was a pretty neat little rally trap. Unfortunately, during fire season, legendary Edelgard kind of dismantles everything. So, but that's not necessarily something to worry about. Legendary Edelgard, with the right setup, kind of decimates a lot of maps. So, I wonder though. I like this at least. The rally trap is good. I wonder if it would be possible to maybe get some more reach over here, but then if you have more reach, then Lysithea and Ophelia can't match it. I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for sharing, and actually that is the last map for this batch. And that is it. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of AR Mock Battles. Again, a huge thank you to all of the volunteers. If you're interested in volunteering your own map for these, please feel free to leave your hero's friend code in the comment section, and I will send a request your way. I've also put together a quick Google sheet showing the current mock battle queue, and I've placed the link in the description so you can have a look and get an idea of what the scheduling will be like in the coming weeks. Hopefully, I will see you next week for another round of mock battling. So, thank you all very much for watching, and I will catch you next time.